What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright, free to play. There's been a lot of contempt with free to play. There's been a lot of issues. A lot of people are complaining about the new content and not being able to do it as free to play players. Now, I just want to put some perspective into play here. I put out a Vulcan normal guide on my pay to win. It was roughly about 427k in that fight. I beat it with 2 seconds left. I've done it better with about 10 to 15 seconds left. Nonetheless, the battle is difficult. And it's meant to be. So a lot of free-to-play players are a little bit upset. And I want to kind of put things into a little bit of, I guess, reality check for all of us who are free-to-play players as well as pay-to-win players, right? Some pay-to-win players are upset that they can't finish it, rightfully so. But you have to remember this is brand new content, and brand new content is meant to last you until September because that's when the newer stuff is coming out. Now, it's not to say that between now till September we're not going to get another mode like hard mode or Methis or whoever else is going to come down the pipeline. But they're really trying to hold this on until September when Baron comes out with brand new content, as well as probably at that point brand new sets. So I want to kind of show you guys where I'm at with my free to play and how I'm preparing myself to continue going through the brand new content, which is the Workshop of Brilliant Light, and what I've been kind of putting together. So artifact wise, I'm farming Cerberus, right? So this is one of the pieces that I got from Cerberus. Gloves of Burning Curse, you guys can see here, pretty decent. Additional attack percentage, critical hit rate went into that, which was nice. The problem is, of course, the other two went to additional MP, but you know what? It's worth it because just to get this to 20, to have that extra additional score into additional attack is nice. It's really, really nice. And not to mention, if you're good at dodging, the 2-piece set is really, really powerful. Okay, so here you go. Here's another one that I got, Helmet of Burning Curse. This one I actually got from also Cerberus farming. So you can see here the 20% versus, where is this? Let's see. Do I have a 20% one I can show you? I don't think I do. But the difference between a purple level 77 or level 73 versus a purple level, where is it? Let me see if I can find you guys a good example here. Here you go, 1594, right? So it's a pretty big difference. It's almost a 5% difference in attack, and that's nothing to scoff at. This one wasn't very good, but at least I got into crit rate, and unfortunately mana consumption instead of like HP or something, or more into crit rate would have been nice. So I'm going to be replacing this one eventually, and what I'm going to do going forward, guys, is I'm going to put a tier list together for you guys for the top units that belong to which artifacts. So there's 3 new artifacts. I'm going to put all the units that are best suited for each artifact very soon. So bear with me. On my pay to win account, I have enough now where I've been able to test, and I can show you guys and share with you guys my thoughts and my feelings on that to kind of give you some direction in terms of where to go. So you guys can see here in terms of artifacts, we're not looking too bad now, right? Like we're starting to get some pieces here. This one sucked, unfortunately. This one I got from the artifact salvaging event. This one I got from Cerberus as well too, which isn't the worst, but it's also pretty shitty like things there. This one's not bad as well. This will be nice for someone like Suh, for example, right, who will use the HP, and also this break applies, which is kind of nice too. So whenever they deal break damage, they'll increase their crit. And then you'll see here as well too, Burning Blessing, which I also got as well too, which would belong more for like Meilin or Min, right? So again, just going through each of these and getting them through battling Cerberus has been helping me out. And because of that, to be honest with you guys, I'm going to share with you where I'm at now in terms of story. I was able to equip those 2 new pieces on Jinnu, get myself to 256k right there, and now I'm actually on my way to finishing story mode here. You guys can see I'm eventually going to get stuck here with Methis on hard mode, and then on regular mode, just so you guys can see where I'm at, I've been 3-starring all the way across the last chapter 18 on my free to play. Now I have to get level 70 to advance. Unfortunately, I am stuck until that happens, and then eventually 73 to finish. But you guys can see here, as a free to play player, I'm absolutely able to do this, and that's thanks to being able to get these new pieces and move myself along in terms of stats, right? So these pieces here are helping quite a bit. Now that's allowing me to also equip my other units with better pieces and giving them the opportunity to get more power as well too, so they can as well advance in terms of doing the brand new content, because there's a hunter mode and then there's a Jinnu mode, right? And we want to make sure that both hunters can do each of those things. So let's just put this on here. Let me just quickly replace a couple of these things real quick here. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really need all that, but there you guys go. So that's what I mean. Like, look, I can replace things now, and now someone like Choi, who normally would have crappier stuff on him, can now use some of these newer items that I'm actually being able to replace, and then that way he can benefit from of course, having better gear, and that's going to help me raise it. Now, here's the problem with free-to-play, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys want to do the new content, and I get it. So everyone's been asking me to make a guide for this. I'll be honest with you, I can't finish Demon Castle 25 yet. I don't have enough power. So in order for me to do this, I need to get out of the red. The red is way too strong. I can get to the third enemy, but then I just don't have enough time to finish it off. That's kind of the issue right now, right? So in order for me to stand a chance here, I'm going to need to level up. Like, I think this is meant to be tackled by early access players, and for those players who have been playing from day one who have whaled. That's it. Early access is going to have the best chances free-to-play players to really do this, or those free-to-play players who got really lucky with artifacts and have been able to get really good pulls, right? So all in all, guys, you're really gonna have to farm Cerberus. That's where it's gonna come down to, right? I mean, like, look, even with blessings, I got pretty decent blessings here. I got 4% attack, 5% attack, which does stack, by the way, and then I've got the decrease the monster's defense by 3%. Even then, coming into here, it's just way too tough. When you're in the red like this, it's way too difficult to tackle. Even with this Vulcan fight, as free to play, I'd say you probably need about 275, 280 to really be able to beat it. It is doable for sure, but you just have to have the right setup and the right units leveled up and ready to go. The hardest stage, quite honestly, as Vulcan has a lot of HP and is difficult, but really the hardest stage for most free-to-play right now is going to be this one, the Burning Top ranking Demon. Just be able to get the DPS to check this and get through it is going to be difficult, okay? What you can do to give yourself a better fighting chance is, in fact, continuously go over this Demon General one, get yourself what you need for blessings, and try to get the maximum blessings you can in order to advance. And maybe that may help you get through this one, but for me personally, or the following team over here, I just don't have a chance right now. So you're not the only one stuck, right? Keep that in mind. But again, as you start farming this week after week after week, you're going to find this to be a lot easier, and you're going to be able to get yourself what you want. Now remember, a couple things to note here, okay? I know a lot of you guys are complaining about artifacts and gold. Listen, what you're going to want to do as free to play, and I'm going to give you this advice now, is you're going to want to go off days. You're going to want to farm gold special gates one day and then switch over to blue gates for another day to get yourself all of these artifacts that you need. Now remember also, to get more artifacts, you can go to the shop, right? And you guys can go to the hold on, today's theme is free, right? No, this is 100. No, never mind. I thought it was free for a second. Go to the right here, the monocrystal exchange, and remember, you guys can get yourself this much right here, 30 of these, 300 of these, sorry, to get yourself some levels up. And then what you can do with that is you can go towards your artifacts, start leveling up pointless artifacts that you have, like these white ones, which you'll get from gates. A lot of them will come from gates, right? And then you'll be able to get yourself some more points and trade it in for some of these newer artifacts. Again, trust me, guys, you're gonna want these new artifacts. I know a lot of people are complaining of the fact that, you know, they're not getting the stats they want, but that's just how it was the same thing when we started playing, right? We weren't necessarily getting the stats we want from the ones we were farming. So at this point, you're going to have to adapt, guys. Everything's about adaptation here. And you're going to need multiple sets of these gears. Like, you're not going to be able to just get one for Jinnu and call it a night. You're going to need to get this gear for all of your other units as well, too. At least for your main 3 hunters. And then be able to tackle on the new stuff and be able to get yourself additional gear from there. It's how this game works. I know a lot of you guys, this is your first gacha. And a lot of you guys don't play mobile gaming. Many of you guys are playing this for the universe of solo leveling Arise, but you have to remember, first and foremost, this is a mobile gacha game, which means their job is, again, to milk you for money or make you be patient, and you're never meant to finish content day one. This is not a console game where you're going to use your skills. There's math behind this, and there's power walls behind this. So as you guys can see here, my free-to-play account's pretty damn good. And it's not like I'm struggling skill-wise. I've done this whole thing on my pay-to-win account, so I know the entire rotation for everything. I know what to use. I know what combinations to use. It just comes down to the fact that I don't have the numbers. I don't have the levels. I'm level 67 only, right? Level 70, I think I'll be able to do this a little easier. I don't have the proper gear setup yet, and my units are not ready to tackle some of this harder content. So for now, every week, I'm going to be doing Cerberus. Every week, I'm going to be trading in this extra artifacts here to get myself the new ones, and hopefully I'll get some pretty decent pieces, right? So this is what we're going to do, guys. Gates are going to be your, no pun intended, gateway to getting some of this white gear that you can just trade in after you go into level 10 or 7 or whatever you decide to go. I'm going to 7 right now, just because I'm trying to get as many of these out the door. But you guys can see here, watch. once I trade these in, look, I'm down to 622. I had 2,000, right? And again, I farmed blue gates for a couple days. It's gonna happen. And the beauty is when you're doing instances now, you can actually trade in a lot of your, like there's a couple more right there. You can trade in a lot of your unused equipment now and sell it for gold. That's your easier way to get gold, right? So for example, if I don't need a lot of my artifacts anymore for purples, I could just go salvage, select all, etc., right? And just sell whatever I need to sell. So before doing that, make sure you've traded in all these. Don't sell the level 7s that you just made, right? So you guys can see here, this gave me 693 points. If I salvage this and I go back to the event right here as a free-to-play player, sorry, wrong event. Let me go back. Event here, right? If I go, look, I got 1,049 now. If I go to exchange shop, I've got one piece left. Now, this resets in 2 days. So in 2 days, I'm going to be able to get myself more pieces. So ideally, every 5 days, you're going to want to have enough points, guys, to keep getting these burning curses until you get the perfect set for your DPS. Remember, this is for your DPS. And again, I'll make a tier list for you guys in regards to which units belong to which new artifacts. That'll be coming very soon. So don't stress out, free-to-play players. It'll come. I'm telling you, you guys will have enough time to get yourself leveled up before Baron drops. You'll have everything you need to get ready for the new content. You just got to stick with it and be patient, and you guys will definitely prosper from the new content and the new gear. But you have to go for the new gear. You can't just be complacent and not, be hard-headed and not go for it. It's a huge difference between the old sets and the new sets, especially for stats. That's the main thing. And the burning set is pretty damn strong. I'm telling you now, even like all burning sets are strong. So again, I'll create that for you guys and put it together. Now, with that being said, I am going to do a draw real quick here because I did get enough for the Meilin. I do want to get her to A2. I think she'll be worth it. So let's just see what happens here. I haven't had I've had pretty good luck with her. So last pull, honestly, I got a Westwind. So my Westwind's A4 now. Can't complain. If I don't get her, I hope I get a good weapon. Another Westwind would be amazing to A5 it. Okay, so then we got a couple SRs. Let's see what we get. Ugh, come on. Boo! That sucks. Okay, so there goes all my gems are gone. That was for me farming it all day long, and then I have this as well too. So let's see if I can get this out of the way. I'll keep Min in for now, and I'll keep this in here. Chances are I'm not gonna get an SSR. Like, let's be real. My luck has not been the greatest after the Meilin pulls, but I am hoping for at very least a fake out, maybe. Or if I can get myself another Westwind, I really do want my Westwind to be A5. There's two SRs, so an okay chance at least of getting it. Let's see. Oh, redeemable A7 now. Damn, son, they've been giving me those like non-stop. Boo! Wrong wind weapon. Okay, so there you guys have it. That is it. So yeah, guys, anyways, I want to put this out because I know a lot of you guys are stressing out over this whole thing, and a lot of free-to-play players are very upset. But again, you have to remember it's a gacha. Like, at the end of the day, it's meant to be paywalled, right? And if you're not going to be paywalled, I've been saying this all along, just be patient. I promise you guys, you will eventually get where you want to get with this. It's not like you're never going to be able to do this new content. Right now, it's just a matter of doing it the right way, farming, getting yourself the new gear, getting yourself prepped for the new content, and then, pushing as much as you possibly can with your salvaging and this new event that's out. So yeah, definitely guys, don't give up. You're going to get it eventually. Just stick with it. If you guys have any comments or questions, let me know. I know a lot of you guys are going to vent at this point in this video, most likely, and that's okay. Vent away. That's what we're here for. I make content for you guys to communicate with me and to share your feelings. And at the end of the day, what they've been doing is they've been nerfing a lot of the content. So maybe we'll see a little bit of easy mode get easier over time, and I know they will for a fact. Like, I'd say in a month or so, maybe even like 15-20 days. Watch, they're gonna make easy mode way easier so we can actually farm some of the new gear, and I promise you guys it'll happen before September for sure. You'll be set and you'll have gear ready and going at that point. All right guys, this is Payne. Thank you for watching. I hope this kind of encouraged some of you guys to stick with it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.